Hello guys, first part of the cubing tutorial, how to solve the cube. So I'll go over solving the first three steps, so solving the flower, the daisy, solving the cross and the first layer. So here we have a scrambled cube. As you might remember, there are three layers in the cube. If we imagine it as a building, that's remember yellow center on top. So this is our bottom layer, our ground floor. This is our second layer, second floor, and this is our third layer, our roof. So essentially what the daisy is, as you might remember, is this, when you have white edges surrounding the yellow center. So let's go real quick in depth about how to do that. So first of all, as you can see, this is a soft edge. What you have to do is, the first step is you look through your second layer and see if there are any white edges in there. So you can see this is not white, this is not white, this is not white, this is not white. So you can move the bottom two layers, see that this is also not white and this is not white. But let's assume this was white. If you have a white edge, you can see that you can put it up in the top layer in one move. Just make sure that this edge is not in the way, because if it's on the way, then when solving this, we remove this. So move it out of the way, so move the roof and then put it up. If you have your case like that, when the white sticker is here, then it's also one move and it would be this. So yeah, imagine we did that. However, now we look, so now we have to solve two more edges and we look for our second layer. And as you can see, there are no whites in here. So this is yellow, this is not white, not white, not white. So what we have to do is we look at the bottom layer, at our ground floor. So for example, here we can see that there is this edge right there. So first things first, what we want to do is we're gonna make it into a simpler case. So we're gonna put in a second layer. So for example, in this case, again, we have to make sure that this is empty. So if this is here and I put it up, then as you can see now this is at the bottom. So move it out of the way. Now as you can see, when I do one move, now it's the case we know, and you can just set it up in one move. So yeah, and then another case that you can get is when you have your white sticker facing you when you hold the cube like that, when you have yellow on top. So in that case, what you want to do is, so you make sure that, again, this should be empty, so like that, so not white edge here, not the white edge. Our white edge is here. So now as you can see, if we turn the clock, so if we imagine this is our 12, this is 3, this is 6, this is 9, we can move the 6 to the 9, and now it's the case we know. And remember, we have to move all the white pieces out of the way. So we turn the roof, we'll put it up, and we have our daisy. So that's the first step, pretty straightforward, pretty intuitive as well. Second step is solving the cross. So you have 4 white edges here. So what you want to do is, you see that the edge piece has 2 colors. One is obviously white because that's what we were solving. The second one, however, can be either red, blue, green or orange. So you select one edge, and what you want to do is you hold your roof like that and you turn the bottom 2 floors, the bottom 2 layers, until this color, in this case red, matches with the center color. So right now the center color is orange. If I move the bottom 2 layers once, now you can see it's blue, so it still doesn't match. And now, as you can see, the center is red, so there is a match. So when you find the match, what you want to do is remember our clock again. So this is our 12, and what you want to do is we want to get the 12 into the position of 6. So you turn the clock twice. That's your edge solved. So then you have 3 edges left. So you just turn the cube around in your hands, or you can turn the roof, whatever you want. If you look at this color, as you can see, it's orange, and you repeat the process. So there's no match there right now. No match, no match, no match, and now there is a match. So again, you turn the clock twice. So you select the next edge. As you can see, green already matches with the green center. So you just turn the clock twice, and this is your last edge. Doesn't match, blue is red, and doesn't match, doesn't match, doesn't match, and now it matches. So you turn the front twice to get your cross edges. So now as you can see, you have the cross. So the next step involves the algorithm. first show to you on the normal cube. So what you have to do, so what you have to do, it's 4 moves. So you turn the lights on. So imagine this as a light switcher, this side is a light switcher, and remember yellow on top. So you switch the lights on, you move the roof to the left, you switch the lights off, and you move the roof to the right. So again, so switch the lights on, roof to the left, lights off, roof to the right. And if you do that 6 times on a solved cube, it will be solved again. So what you want to do, obviously, first of all, I have to explain what the first layer is. So the first layer is when you have like all these white pieces right here, right? Doesn't matter what you have. Oops, sorry. So it's only this that matters right now. This doesn't matter, okay? So that's the first step basically. What you want to do is remember yellow on top yet again. So what you need to do is you have 4 corners in on your roof, right? So you want to try and find a corner that has the white sticker on it. So for instance, this one has a white sticker, as you can see. This one also does. So it can be in any 3 positions. It doesn't matter, right? This one also does, and this one doesn't. As you can see, it has yellow, blue, and orange. So in 92% of the cases, you will have at least 1 corner with white on your top layer. So yeah. Anyways, so what you want to do is you turn your roof until you see that this corner in your top right has white sticker on it. So in this case, as you can see, we have a sticker, but for the example's sake, I'll use this one and I'll explain why. So when you identify a corner that has a white sticker, you look at the other 2 colors it has, because the corner piece has 3 colors, right? So in this case, it's white, it's blue, and it's orange. So just like in the case with solving the cross, we have to make a match with the centers, right? So with the center pieces. So for example, if I solve this piece now, as you can see, it does match with the white, but it doesn't match here. So what you have to do is you look at these 2 other colors, and then, like in the flower, you turn the bottom 2 layers until this center and this center are the same as the other 2 colors of this corner. So in this case, we need an orange and blue center right here, and right now we have red and green. So we start turning the bottom layer. As you can see, now we have blue and red. So we do again, and now we have orange and blue. So now we perform our algorithm. Remember, lights on, roof to the left, lights off, roof to the right. So in this case, we were lucky, and our corner solved right away. So every time you perform the algorithm, you have to check if it solved the corner or not. So for example, if we take another piece, so this doesn't have a white sticker, but this one does. So the other 2 colors are blue and red. So we turn the bottom 2 layers. Now you can see blue and red here. So in this case, if I do the algorithm, you can see that this is not solved, because this doesn't match, this doesn't match, this doesn't match. So in that case, you repeat the algorithm again. So lights on, roof to the right, roof to the left, sorry, lights off, roof to the right. See, still not solved, so you do it again. Lights on to the left, lights off to the right, still not solved. Lights on to the left, lights off to the right, still not solved. And finally, lights on to the left, lights off to the right. And now you can see that this piece is solved. Basically what that means is that, yeah, you solved it, so good for you. Then you find your next corner, and then you see the other 2 colors. So red and green. You see now it's red and green. You start doing the algorithm. It might take up to 5 times to do it. So just make sure to check every time, because eventually it will have to be solved. And our final corner is here, but let me tell you one more case. So imagine this case right here. As you can see, we don't have any white corners in the top layer in our roof. So as you can see, this one doesn't have any whites, this one also doesn't, this one also doesn't, and this one doesn't. So in that case, it's probably locked in your bottom layer. So what you want to do is you hold it on your bottom right. So imagine this corner right here as if it was white, and you just do the formula: lights on to the left, lights off to the right. As you can see now, this cone is in the top layer, and then you can just perform the algorithm again until it's solved. So yeah, this is the first part that teaches you to solve the DayZ, the cross, and the first layer. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to manage that, and see you next time.